Welcome to Denton, Texas, home of the North Texas Mean Green, and the fans have been waiting since early this morning for the clash we have in store. Today, a battle in the Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the UTEP Miners, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So UTEP's offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They'll try to power their way ahead, and they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Miners are on the move. They're going back to the ground. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. So North Texas offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Let's talk a minute about North Texas. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week, and getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese, and now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars, and now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
North Texas will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Miners will have it 1st and 10. Off the boot, looking for his man. Throw toward the sidelines is caught, but he caught it out of bounds. It's incomplete.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense, understanding when that QB breaks the pocket, like, I got to have somebody in secondary contained to kind of pursue the quarterback, but everybody starts to move towards where he's working. He's working towards the right sidelines.
There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
How do you not love it when they use the big fullback? Reward the big fella for doing the dirty work and blocking every play, every play. You don't want to account for him? We'll slip him out, throw him the football. He walks into the end zone for 6.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Marshall. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Some misdirection with the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it.
Throws toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. The snap sets up to throw. Right on the money. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And the Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Give to the big fullback. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Texas comes to the line on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. North Texas will have to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running back searching for a hole. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass. Finds his man down the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make...
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
And the Miners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
Touchdown, UTEP! Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working that left side now. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
1st down and more. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. North Texas in the hurry up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Now the play fake. They're working that left side. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to throw time running short in the half. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
I love the effort by the defense. The last play, gain of no yards. This play, they get a sack. They're playing excellent defense right now up against their own goal line.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at lovely Dat-Q Stadium.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The Mean Green now facing the meanest of problems on third down. He's got his man across the middle, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And here comes the punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
North Texas, 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and it's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The toss sweep to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. North Texas in the hurry up. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they're not on the same page there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. North Texas will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The give to the tailback. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miners. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Oh, he's got a chance. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. North Texas in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that incompletion really tells the story of this football game. If you don't score touchdowns, it's really hard to win games. They haven't found themselves in the end zone at all in this game. Throwing it, running it, they have been completely dominant.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Miners in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse. And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A first down for the offense. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery, and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit.
intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The ball is on the 18. They need 4 on 2nd down. Power football with the run. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Finds a tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Wants to go up top on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking to throw on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the Sun Bowl, home field for the UTEP Miners. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs. The Miners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Bringing it back. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So SMU's offense will have the first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Back to throw. It's Givens. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary.
There he goes. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The play action fake. Fakes the grab on the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking to throw, it's given. Into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
SMU 7, UTEP 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Miners' offense will go to work for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. You would have really hoped that you would have gotten that extra yard on 3rd down, but now on 4th, and maybe you still have to go for it.
And it's interesting. 3rd and 1, you throw the football. The more physical team usually wins. Do you feel confident enough to run the football early in the game, in your own territory? Can you go get 1 yard with the running game? I'm always the guy that's going to roll the dice and go for it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Back to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Miners look to keep this drive humming. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Miners line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This drive will open from the 15. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Back to throw, it's Givens. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds his man. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, UTEP. Fit it in the window for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Back to throw, it's Givens. It's complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. He'll start this drive firing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And there he is, the nation's leader in sacks, coming up with yet another one. Week after week, teams try to find a way to stop this guy. They just can't figure him out. He's too big, he's too fast, and he has a knack for getting to quarterbacks.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Givens. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. They stop him short. Dixon, it'll be 4th down. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away.
Stand on your feet. Let's make some noise.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the ground. He's got it again. Runs through the tackle.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Punts it out of the air. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Miners are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB steam. You've already got everything going. You got a few 1st downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the 1st down, get that new set of downs. Now, if you want to go attack now.
And the Miners with the 1st and 10. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Pulls it in.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Here comes the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Got the quick pass. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Miners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got his man quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Give to the running back. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Barrels ahead. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Miners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking for a man. It's Givens. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. And they're able to get him on the ground. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like El Paso.
And the Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Miners can really attack on this second and short. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
And the Miners line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They just keep firing. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's complete on the right side.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
He splits the uprights. Lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Dropping back, it's Givens. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. Breaks into the open. On the Houdini-like moves, get it to the 22. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mustangs. Looking for the tie with the extra point. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air on first down. He's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Quarterback alone in the backfield, 5 wide on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Working the middle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead. But they don't want the lead. Touchdown, UTEP! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll try the run. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to pass. It's Givens. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And then man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to go up top on first down. He makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's got his man. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And the Miners getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Knocked off his feet.
Well, they execute the end route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Oh, he makes the catch. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown Mustangs. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Paul? It gets the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quickly out to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Snags it over the middle.
Yeah, and this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position in the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And even though his team is trailing, this guy has stepped up time and time again for his offense. Already over 100 yards, and now
And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? You want to go for it? It's your decision.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield, it's Givens. It's complete. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. The line of scrimmage is the 34. That means a 51-yard field goal attempt with a chance to win the game. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. We're getting deep in the game, and this is for the lead. It's good. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. The Bearcats will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So UTEP's offense will have the ball first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Ballmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They think there's room to run to the right here. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives.
There he goes. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. The Miners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Miners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. On the ground with the counter. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. He's up to 51 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UTEP!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Trying to make magic with his feet. How about that job to get down in the nick of time to avoid the big hit? And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Toss to the outside. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if you start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, and that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And he had just enough leg to somehow will that thing over the crossbar and in the right corner. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Caught in the backfield, it's Ramsey. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Bearcats are in the hurry up.
Third down coming up.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Gets it out quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick strike complete. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And the Miners have taken it inside the 20. Hand off to the fullback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Miners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Trying to bull his way in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miners. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That touchdown gives this team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Running back searching for a hole. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. And the Bearcats will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll get it out to the 14 before going out of bounds. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the grab on the left. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Using the quick game. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got his man quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It's
turning it on. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a quick throw out to the left. At the 45 on its way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Bearcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Push down for the tackle. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Miners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Miners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
And that's a 1st down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
The Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Jukes his way for more. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Miners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. Wide out trying to get it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Grab behind the line. It's Green. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the field.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miners.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
38, Sam Houston, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Finds his tight end. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st down. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might as well give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the tailback. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this one splits the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Pressure coming. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Ramsey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. It'll be third and long. Now they'll run the draw. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Got his man. Oh, the sweet feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the...
There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice game. That one interception and the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team.
Wants to throw again. He's got his man, makes the grab. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
One of the things I love about this guy is he's so hard on himself. Did a lot of good things last week, but he also threw one interception. He said that just ate away at him all week long. Coming into this game, he wanted to play perfect. No picks so far today. He's doing just that.
And the Miners will try to punch it in on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Looking for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They are up by 7 over Arizona State. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got the quick completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment.
Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. And runs through another guy. He's at the 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by control. He's going for it all. Hauls it in down the sideline. Gashes him in the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
The quick out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Bailey. gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Bearcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quickly complete, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Miners will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Rice's offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Power football with the run. Turning it on. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him.
Guys, let's chat just a little about Rice.
Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Off the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the UTEP Miners offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Miners are moving quickly down the field. Throws to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play if you're the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Miners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It's caught. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
He wants to throw it again. It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Miners started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UTEP!
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And the extra point makes it 7-3.
UTEP 7, Rice 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Keep it on the ground. Finding an escape route. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying play action. Under fire. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's got some space.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Using the quick game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
The Miners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They bring the punter onto the field They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man in the middle. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Works the middle. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Firing to the right, complete. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Miners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. The receiver's just got to be able to make a play.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Owls. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Texas Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Lubbock for a long time. They're up 14 over Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, you make big big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there. But
and the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party.
It's blocked! Touchdown, Rice! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
What a big-time play by the punt block team. Great job rushing the punter, understanding where he's trying to kick the football, getting your hand on it, and then how about the scoop and score and do the rest. Big-time special teams play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end.
He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston.
Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point.
There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. to the ground with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether. 3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
That gives him 54 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. The Miners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Miners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Miners line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarterback to run and a lot of receivers for the defense to contend with. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the 2nd half.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Makes the grab. Quick step and go. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Turns it on in midfield. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity where they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Well, this little guy is going to be difficult for any DB to cover, especially on these slant throws because he gets out of his break and he explodes off the line of scrimmage so quickly.
And the Miners will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a spot in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UTEP! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He's stuffed after picking up. to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the returner will be brought down. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Oh, they're after him. The throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Plucks it out of the air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time he's got it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Miners are on the move. It's on target and complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wants to throw again. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit. The Sneak scores it. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. He'll ride his man on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! Got the first down and more. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Owls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Rice. Once he got some room, it was over.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Hawaii is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 21 over Air Force. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown Owls. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Hauls it in. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Miners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's his 4th interception of the game. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.